Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Paramount Residential Mortgage Group.
In today's mortgage environment, providing our wholesale community with the best combination of product, pricing, technology, and service is paramount to their success. PRMG, built by originators for originators.
Welcome to another edition of Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib at MBS Highway. This is created exclusively for Mortgage News Network, brought to you by our good friends at PRMG. They are working for your best interest. Well, last week we saw mortgage bonds take it on the chin earlier in the week, but then rebound on a couple of things. We got inflation news that was pretty tame, thanks to lower oil prices. But the big news, the big thing really weighing on the markets is this government shutdown. Now, look, when it first started, I did not think it would last this long because you would hope that cooler heads would prevail. But both sides seem to be digging in their heels. I'm not going to get political here. All I'm saying is that there are a lot of difficulties that are arising from this. There's plenty of blame that can be potentially put on both sides, but it doesn't appear that there's any end in sight, at least right now. And the problems that occur, and I don't have to tell you, some of them that could occur are, of course, making loans more difficult. And then those people that work at TSA could be difficult for travel if they stop working without a paycheck, which is, believe it or not, what they are doing right now. So when you take a look at the different aspects of how this can impact us, it would not be good economically as well. Of course, there's a more important human issue here. But from an economic standpoint, look, it's my job to talk to you about what's going on in the economy and how it impacts interest rates. So we'll just kind of have that focus here, not trying to be less sensitive to the more important issues of how it affects people, of course. But from a business standpoint, if businesses do slow down, stock market's not going to like that. And you're seeing that. You're seeing stock prices really have a difficult time here as more and more fears about a prolonged government shutdown come into play. Now, on the bond market side, well, the beneficiary could be the bond market and has been the bond market as some of that money out of the stock market gets placed within the bond market. So for the short term, as long as this government shutdown lasts, interest rates will behave and cooperate pretty well. In fact, there's quite a bit of room for improvement in rates. Looking at the charts, both on the 10-year Treasury and on mortgage bonds, you can see at least 1/8 to 1/4% perhaps benefit in rates or lowering of interest rates and an increase in pricing of 50, 75, maybe 100 basis points in price should this nasty government shutdown persist. So for all the wrong reasons that we don't want, interest rates could get a little bit better. But what you need to bear in mind is if this does get resolved, and let's hope to God it does, well, then the money that is currently being parked in the bond market will be taken out. And the trend that we had seen of late at the end of 2 weeks ago and at the beginning of last week, where you did see interest rates start to move higher, bond prices start to get worse, that trend will more than likely continue. So the word right now is caution. Caution to watch what's going on in the political arena to see if this resolution could come to be of what happens with the government shutdown. The longer it doesn't, the more interest rates will improve. But when it does, please have your customers and your real estate agents on guard that there will be a quick turnaround in interest rates, will probably not do well in that environment. And then the stock market, of course, will do better. So this week, aside from the big news of the government shutdown, we do have to take a look and see what's going on with housing. We're going to get new construction information. And it's my opinion that during this period of time that we're going to see it, there's always a bit of a slowdown, but I think it hangs in there surprisingly well. The new construction side could do better than we have seen because interest rates started to improve, but weighing on the other side is the decline in the stock market makes people feel less wealthy and therefore less optimistic about buying. So I don't think it's going to be a great report, but I think it hangs in there a little bit better than anticipated. We'll see when we talk next week. We'll fill you in on all the details and what to expect. And if you'd like to do this daily and navigate through these very, very choppy waters with extended volatility, well, then get on MBS Highway because we'll help you do that better than anyone can every single day to be a better resource to your customer. Look, you don't want to be a commodity, right? You don't want to be taken over by some app on somebody's phone, okay? You really want to provide great advice and great guidance that others can. Well, subscribe to MBS Highway and we'll get you there. Hope you have a great one, team. Bye-bye.
PRMG continues to provide our wholesale partners across the nation with better technology, better product, better pricing, and better service. Our nationally recognized brand is more than just an image. It is a symbol of integrity. PRMG, built by originators for originators. Be sure to click on the link below for your free 30-day MBS highway trial.
This is Mortgage News Network.